Thank you, everybody, for joining us in another episode of Fortune and Glory. We are joined today with our regular crew of Elaneiros, the Saloon Cleric, the Saloonite Cleric, I should say, Koji Stormscale, Cavalier, Fighter, Arch, Stonebeard, an Evocationist, Wizard, and Pandora, the Cat. We're going to pick up right where we left off in the last session when we had a major battle between the remaining primary forces that were willing to fight and rally underneath the matriarch, Alpha, Jalia Amaranthar. And just like her mate before her, she fell to her own hubris and anger, desiring dominance and murder, as bloodshed is the primary form of worship for Malorites. They are surrounded by a wasteland of bodies, elemental damage across the terrain, and some tensions between their own friends. At this point, I'm going to hand it over to the players to direct themselves and ask whatever questions they want to about their environment. To note, Maribel is going to be talking to Twin Tusk, the human version, in a quiet conversation to the side as you guys are dealing with your business.
Well, not a large group to be an alpha to, but I'll take it. Guys?
The werebear turned man from the ground in front of you is looking at you expectantly, hesitantly, worriedly.
So where do you keep the food?
He points back to the main camp in the direction past the well. The well would be roughly this direction over here if you expand out to your right. Your left, I mean.
Right. So how much do you care for the Malar guy?
He just shakes his head. He's like, "Really? What do you mean? Are you asking me to renounce my god under threat of violence and death?"
No.
Just a little
I'm
bit.
asking. No.
Are you going to give up your ways of indulging your lycanthrope nature?
I am lycanthrope. And not much will change that. We are all cursed.
Yeah, but the way you are being the lycanthrope inside of you can change.
The curse is strong. You've never experienced this.
Nope.
Then I would not speak of it.
Then you can look over there. That's Twin Tusk.
I have seen him in his human form, though he looks older now.
He was cleansed. You can be too.
Maybe. But would it change anything other than to make you happy about who I am?
It'd give you a new start?
If I desired it, yes.
It all comes down to if you do.
Oh, I see. Capitulate to my captors and live, or die by their hand because I stood by my convictions. I see.
No, I'm not gonna kill you. They might, I'm not.
The way I see it, you've already given up your ways. To my understanding, Malar doesn't do the whole surrender.
Malar's a hunter, and a hunter is cautious and a survivalist. And he will take whatever action necessary.
Right. So, Let me ask you this then. If we let you go now, what would you do?
Predict the future, shall I? Let me
I mean, you
cast
can
the
at least think
bones.
about what you would
Let
do,
me just
not
read the chicken's
circumstantials.
entrails and let's find a prophecy for me. Yes, I know what will happen if I am free. I will live my
He
life how I
asked
see fit.
your opinion on what you would do.
He's being an asshole. So let's just be clear about that.
Arch is too.
Yeah. Let me make this clear. They are trying to be kind and forgiving. If you keep this up, they'll let me get involved, and I am none of those things. If you wish to meet
There,
Malar,
Arch.
I can arrange that quickly.
Arch.
Only one person
Stop
gets
it or
to
I'll
be mean
stuff
to the cat.
Reginald in your mouth.
Only one person gets to be mean to the cat, and that's me.
Cat, stop pawing
Aw,
at your
that's the
face.
nicest thing you've ever seen. Say it to me.
Hmm.
So I'll just ask again, what would you like to do if we would let you go right now? What would you do?
Wander off into these woods and find my own way.
Sounds
I
good to me.
think
Or would you like forever hold a grudge against us or something? Because at that point, I don't really like that. But if you
he points. He points at the now elf form. Let's get that over there. 1 second. GM layer, drag. Map layer. On the ground. Oh, that's the map layer.
Oh.
Sure is.
Bye, map.
Sure is that map layer.
He points to the ground and
The
moves.
ground shift. Holy
Time for
shit.
phase 2, motherfucker.
No!
Oh wait, in order to add that, I have to make her to the token layer.
Ah, we can see her.
Yeah, but it's not a corpse until I do this. That's the wrong edit button.
Are you going to ask? Are you going to add the cross?
There it is. Yep.
Yeah.
Did.
Because she reverted. I mean, they all revert, but I don't have tokens or whatever for random people.
That's fair.
You think I would hold a grudge against you? What would I even do? You murdered her. You killed all of them. I am wanting only to make my own way. Pack, no pack. I'm thinking I go alone.
Well, if my friends over here agree, then I would say you go and do just that. Have fun.
Can you hold back on killing innocent people?
That was only possible because shift it up a little bit, apparently. Here we go. I messed that up big time.
No worries.
The only reason we ever attacked humans and caravans and other races was because we were many. Whether I'm able to do that again is another story. Safer yet to hunt animals.
So it's just because it's safe. You don't feel guilty about killing innocent people.
Do you feel guilty worshipping your god?
I mean, that's a fair answer. I hear boar's good.
Twin Tusk like twitches.
Hey, you're not a boar anymore. You don't get a say in this.
You're very interesting. Oh wait. Not a boar. Get it? Sorry.
I believe letting him leave is a mistake.
Why?
He's going to kill again.
Yeah, but he's gonna kill animals.
And
Are you
so will
afraid he's gonna kill
Will you
chickens?
not?
Name one innocent I've taken the life of.
You didn't say innocence. You just said kill again.
You knew what I inferred, ass. You're a wolf, not a moron.
He's a bear, actually.
He's a bear.
Or you're a bear, not an idiot.
So the wolf is a moron and the bear is an idiot. Gotcha.
Yes.
Chickens, highly intelligent.
Right? If they only had some chickens running this place, things would be different.
I say. Oh,
All right. I'll hop off of Arch's shoulder and go towards the. What was it now? An
human.
human?
Big, burly, hairy human.
I'll put a paw on his knee. Be blessed. Go where Saloon guides you. Off you go.
He stands up and looks at the rest of you. I go where I guide myself this time. May we
Even
never
better.
meet again.
All right. Bye-bye.
I look forward to you making the mistake that brings me to your presence again.
He doesn't even acknowledge that. He doesn't make any motion whatsoever.
Bye.
He goes to the GM layer.
Wait, that's
I'm a
that's
good
what you can
alpha.
do?
Yeah, it's actually a magical portal to another side of another dimension. Mhm. It's like hyperspace. When you're in the GM layer, you can travel great distances with very little time.
Yeah.
Can
I'm a
I go
good
there?
alpha.
Oh, you want to go to the GM layer? You want to go?
Yeah, kinda.
Hi.
Yay!
He comes back. He's got like a lei around his neck and a Hawaiian shirt on. He's like, what the fuck?
You went
Man,
to the Bahamas.
The GM layer's great.
So much space in such a tiny little spot.
Wearing a t-shirt that says I went to the GM layer and all I got was this t-shirt.
Oh boy.
Is that a fourth wall break? Fifth wall break? How many walls did we break?
Yes.
Hey Ella, what are you doing?
Yeah, Ella was doing something before we started cracking jokes. What were you? Were you following after him?
Ela was about to reach out.
Oh, okay. Were you? How
He started
far
moving
behind
away.
would you? Well, how far
No,
behind
no.
were you going to be to him? As he was walking away, would you be like walking behind him, like 5 foot back? Like, what were you? What was your
No, no.
intention?
Like that, there was much more hesitation than that.
Okay, gotcha.
Eventually not doing it. Then.
Yeah, kind of stopped himself. Looks like. If that was his
And
intent, I'm trying to infer it.
relaxing the grip on the warhammer.
What do you think, Ella? Should I start an actual pack?
Only if it's cats.
I feel you might need more wisdom.
Wow, thanks.
But perhaps a pack can help you in that.
Alright, so Arch, what the hell was that?
What was what?
You were beyond aggressive.
The logical path was destroying those who wish to destroy us. That is all.
Why did you revel in it?
Well, what did they say? And find a job you love and you never work a day in your life, I suppose.
You love chickens, not murder.
Well, this wasn't murder.
It was and it wasn't.
No, things either are or they are not.
In some ways, this was a slaughter.
Huh? They shouldn't have threatened us.
I am partial to agree that if one readies a weapon to take another's life, one should be ready to lose their life. But at the same time, one shouldn't revel in bloodshed. That way lies insanity.
I mean, look at
wasn't-
them.
It wasn't the destruction or the death I reveled in. It was the thrill of application of knowledge.
I thought application of knowledge was basically just reading someone a book, not shoving like magic fireballs in their face.
So long as you're sure you can still tell the difference, then all should be fine.
I was just taking the path of least resistance.
Path of what?
If we didn't fight them and destroy them, what would be happening to us right now? I'm not going back in a cage.
The path of least resistance would have been us walking away. No resistance there.
They weren't going to let that happen, and you know it. They
Would
brought
still
us
be
here
least
to be
resistance.
no, because then we would be in the it's goals. We wouldn't be able to resolve anything if we let them capture us again, and that's what would have happened if we didn't fight.
I
Yeah.
agree,
True.
but I still feel like you are hiding behind a half-truth. There's something going on with you, and you need to
Something
be
going on
wary
with
of it.
all of us.
All right. What's going on with all of us?
One of us
Please
is a
point
half
fingers
demon.
and name names.
All of us are contaminated with this foul curse. You're
Speak
a cat.
for yourself.
Let him speak.
Each of us has something playing with our minds or perceptions. Seems to me you all just might be upset that my vision is seen clearer than others. What's the point of having a sword if you don't intend on using it? What's the point in having these abilities and doing what we do if we're not going to use it to make the world better? Can you tell me that the world is a worse place because of what we did here?
Arch, I've seen you fight before. You've never fought like this. So I'd like you to tell us what changed.
To get out of the cage, I had to open a door I didn't want open.
What door?
The door to knowledge people shouldn't have.
Stop speaking in riddles, chicken boy.
I'm not speaking in riddles. I literally opened myself to the thing from the staff so that I could know how to get out of the cage.
Thing from this. Alright, you're losing me here. Do you guys know what he means?
Then why am I explaining it to you if you don't pay attention?
Because you're also not telling it to the others.
They know already. Why do you think I had them take the books from me?
As I recall, he was carrying a staff that could grant him knowledge, but it was sort of speaking to him. I remember briefly holding it, and it gave me a very off feeling.
There are things that existed before the universe. Things that
Oh boy.
aren't gods, but aren't not gods. It just so happens the one that is the keeper of secrets now has a place in my mind. And those
Can I-
secrets helped us win.
Can I roll
And I-
anything on that, Cyntari?
Like, are you trying to see if he's telling the truth? Are you trying to roll
No,
knowledge about the background of his what he's talking about?
Yeah. I
Okay,
want to
give
know.
me. The closest you're gonna get is an Arcana check. This is nowhere near religion.
Not great, not great. 18?
You used to be a spirit.
Yeah.
A spirit called to become a familiar of a witch. She, sorry, before she called you, your life as a spirit was ephemeral. You passed through many different Fey realms, and you existed watching great powers and great scary Fey entities.
Mm-hmm.
You knew some of them held great amounts of knowledge, and that knowledge gave them power. He's supposing or presenting the idea that he had in his possession an artifact. I don't use that with a capital A, just an artifact of a power that you may not be familiar with, or maybe similar enough to what you are already familiar with, but in its own way, he connected himself to those powers. And you're thinking to yourself, something sort of like a Fey Pact. He now is attached to them in ways that he has no control over. So that general idea that you would have of like the political systems and power struggles within the spirit realm is kind of the vibe you're getting from the whole thing.
Right. Okay. Cat's just giving a very long, glaring
Pensive
stare.
Pensive
Yeah.
stare as you take it all in. If you want to roll insight and to see how he feels about this, you can go right ahead.
Ooh.
Anybody can.
Don't mind if I yes. 23.
He's not happy, obviously, but there's you get an underlying tone that access to that knowledge doesn't displease him. And what
Right.
you take from that is another story. It's up for you to decide how you feel about that.
So yes, is there something influencing me? Yes. Is it sometimes more difficult to deal with? Yes. Like whenever he mentions his god and suddenly rituals for killing said god start flooding my brain because he knows that I don't like that god. Or when I see somebody who annoys me and suddenly in my mind the type of arcane rituals I would need to exsanguinate all of their blood out of their body starts running through my mind.
How can we help?
You could leave me alone. That's what you could do. I'm handling it.
All right.
But being badgered about it and being badgered about my intentions is not helpful. I will use what he gives me as I have to. And I follow your, and he's saying this to everybody, not to the cat specifically, your lead and judgment on things when I believe he is influencing me. If I'd done what he wanted and what I also feel would have been right, then that bear would be dead. Leaving threats alive is not conductive long term. But I value all of you, even the cat, more than the threat he represented.
All right. Now that's the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
You said I wasn't being forthwith and honest, so I'm trying that. The sass doesn't help.
All right. All right. I'm sorry.
Our friends have had their blood polluted, have had their minds messed with. I have no mercy or pity for these folks and what they've done to us. I want to resolve this situation. I want to find a way to remove this damnable curse, because I will not be a wolf. And then we can move on with dealing with the old man. He's lived long enough.
That's for him to decide.
I think he's referring to the old man necromancer.
Oh, I thought he was
Yeah.
talking about Twin Tusk.
Twin Tusk. Let's murder this. Murder the Wereboar man.
Oh, no, I
Twin
was
Tusk has
talking.
lived long enough.
That's
sorry.
who decided he wants to die.
Too.
You just hand him a knife. I mean, if you want to, I mean, you can. Just what the hell?
Sometimes I
will
hate
be
my brain.
Yeah, the necromancer's never
Yeah.
been given a name, so he's just the old man.
He's always been called the old man. Yep, I'm referring to the necromancer.
I'm telling her, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Now, I will tell all of you that necromancer knows things no one should. And when he says this, he winces a little bit and goes, I'm not having the conversation with you about that now.
But it's so interesting.
Shut
It's so
up. And
he's
Arch is
always
obviously
smug.
talking
In his
to
mind, that I was going to give you a piece. That
Yeah.
voice, every time you hear it, it's always kind of smug. Like,
Mhm.
oh, of course, my friend. He gives you that.
The necromancer dies, and I'll make sure he doesn't have the chance to come back.
Can I make a quick check?
What are you
I-
checking?
It's basically we heard like half of a conversation there where he was answering the voice in his head, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he said it out loud instead of in his head.
Could I make a check to basically piece two and two together that he was speaking to the voice?
Sure. If you feel your character needs a check to understand that, then go ahead.
It's more for fairness than anything.
Insight.
Yeah.
He's talking to somebody that's not present with you.
None of you understand. My family, my mother, fled from a country that was overtaken with people who sought knowledge, period. And it caused nothing but pain and destruction. And when I left home, I promised whatever knowledge I gained would only be used in a certain manner. And I had to open myself to that thing in order to get us out of where we were. And now, the people I made that sacrifice for are looking at me with accusatory eyes, and I am very upset about it.
I'm not being
While I was doing
accusatory.
what I had to do, if I smiled, that was more him than it was me.
Okay, that is all the
But when my
explanation I
mind is
need.
focused on something I'm doing, there's enough of him there where maybe my expressions aren't my own. But my actions were. He's an influence, but he is not in control. And he never, and Arch looks to his side, and he never will be.
You feel the smile in your mind. No words.
I'm not accusing you. All I'm doing is showing worry.
Why is there so much worry about me? What about the person who drank demon blood over there? Nobody's looking at him.
I didn't drink it. It was injected into me. How long does calm emotions last? Because that would really have an impact on this.
Only a minute.
Okay, it's well past that. It was injected into me in a ritual to force a demonic connection to Baphomet.
And I let an ancient being of forbidden knowledge into my mind to try to save and protect you.
He's
And yet
he's
everybody's
maintaining
behind
control.
me.
Blood.
Sorry, I
I'm
didn't mean to
worried
cut anybody.
about all of you.
Can we please
Maribel-
go to this
Maribel
portal
comes-
and get this over with?
Maribel comes back. I would love to, young Arch, but we need to find a dove. That Wells portal requires it as a key.
A dove, like the bird.
Does it
Yes.
kill the bird? or kill the
No,
dove? Oh,
it does not.
well that's
You-
that's simple then. I polymorph myself into a bird, into a
It
dove.
has to. Does it? Question: does that count? It has to be a dove that she holds it in her, and she just explains like she wanted to explain it before you did
Oh.
anything. I know you're being logical. She was actually going to keep talking and explain more about the portal itself.
If I could tell she wasn't done, I wouldn't.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
you took advantage of me pausing as I was gathering her next words. No, it's okay. She paused like, if the portal functions, a pure blood elf must be holding a dove in her hands, because my family, in ancient times, and up until 200 years ago, this place was dedicated to Eldath, the god of peace. I would like to restore it to such nature, but this portal functions. With his symbol in my hands, I can walk into the well and be transported into what I believe is our family's elf hold that contain the knowledge of my house stored. The shift, you feel a shift, Arch feels a shift in his mind. Like somebody sat up to pay attention at that.
In my
But-
head, I just go, "Oh, now we're learning things you don't know."
I told you, son, I'm disconnected, but don't mean I don't got a few tricks to help out here and there.
You have a long way to go to earning my trust.
I know. I know. Knowledge coming from shady sources can be a little mistrustful, but when you learn the knowledge is good, like any drug, you keep coming back.
Good, as in
Usable,
it's
factual.
accurate. Good. No, I'm
Mm.
saying this.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
your knowledge is good as in accurate, but good as in beneficial and wholesome. That is
Ah.
what remains in question.
Point one, beneficial is all in the eye of the beholder and those who receive the benefits. Wholesome, morality is a construct, my friend.
Yes, well, I'm
Explain
not an
morality to a
artificer, so
tiger.
I wouldn't know.
Explain morality to a tiger, my friend, as he eats your
He
face
bites
off and
me,
tell
he
him what.
dies. That's real simple. Don't bite people.
Snide comments to dodge the point. I'll leave you to your friends.
I learned it from watching you, Dad.
Are you talking to Murphy or me?
Call him A, call him B.
Wow.
um,
The
so
brotherly
you
bond
have a
now
you
turning
have a
into a
you,
father-son relationship.
you have this internal conversation, yes? So you're kind of like smiling and then making like an angry face as the two different voices play across your mind, and Maribel's just like, so as this is happening, she's talking to the rest of the group because she's really wanting to get to her point. It's like, but this place has been quite deprived of all of its. She shifts and doesn't like to say the word prey animals. So we must find a way to locate a dove that I can use as a key. I can prepare a spell to locate animals, but I don't know how far I must range in order to locate.
Does a
This-
cat work?
It must be a dove, darling.
Does it need to be an actual dove?
I would-
Can we go to the portal? Let me examine it. Maybe that'll give me an idea on if
Sure.
a magically induced dove would suffice.
Let's take a look. So you guys approach the well. Yep, go ahead. What's up? Yep.
I wrote something in chat a while ago.
Ah,
Also because
Of-
I wanted to talk
Okay.
to Maribel.
she is dressed in a nice evening gown, as
Yeah. Any trinkets like the Malar claw?
No, because that Malar Claw's in a very particular place right now, if you don't recall.
No, I get it.
It's up someone's.
But
Just wanted to make sure.
she didn't steal it from you. She doesn't have another
Yeah.
one. She does
Uh,
have a few trinkets on her, but you're going to be looting her corpse in front of.
No,
Maribel.
Ela is not looting anyone.
Yeah, she does have a few trinkets, rings, and charms on her bracelet and stuff like that look quite expensive. Her gown is bejeweled, and I do mean bejeweled.
That's a good game.
Mm-hmm.
No, Ela
But
is no
not-
interest in that. It was just
Whether or not those are magical or other stories.
Twin Tusk, a question. Are there shovels in the camp?
A whole slew of them for digging and burying.
Good. I imagine I'll be quite busy this evening.
I'll help
You gonna
you.
bury all of them?
Yes, it's the right thing to do.
Whatever you may think or say about these people, I did know them. Thank you. He nods to Koji.
They died in battle. They must be shown the proper respect, and I'm sure if they had been given a different path in life, things would be much different.
What was it? Double Fine Games? Whatever? Twin Tusk will remember that. From The Walking Dead or whatever.
Oh yeah, yeah. That was Telltale Games.
Telltale Games. That's it. Telltale Games.
Double Fine is the Jack Black studio, I think.
Gotcha.
so.
Wolf Among
Maribel,
Us.
was she family?
She was my aunt. Much older than me. Older than my mother.
Kind of how ants work. They're almost always older than you.
I think the point I was trying to make was that she was much older than her mother.
Oh, I thought that was in
Sister. It was, but I misspoke, and Soundscream took an option to tease me.
As he does.
We
In that
need
case,
to speak any words or do anything.
I will take care of her. I just don't know if I'm still mad at her for what she did.
She did just try to bite us. I'm pretty
No,
mad.
she murdered my mother.
Oh. Well,
That-
then I would say your anger probably supersedes ours.
Indeed, and I don't
That
think you should let
depends.
the
Did
things
you
go
actually
unsaid.
like your mother?
Wait, did you ask her what?
Ye-
Two of you were talking at the same time. What'd you say about Maribel?
I asked her if she actually liked her mother.
I loved my mother. She was a kind woman who taught me everything I know about being a druid.
Oh, well then yes. Then I imagine you. Then yes, you definitely have right of first refusal upon whatever you want done with her.
I must think about these things because
Let's resolve the portal.
Grolshar, she turns to the man you know as Twin Tusk. Watch over her while we go discuss this portal. And he stands over.
No,
Nothing will happen to her while I stand.
but if he stays here, I can't turn him into a dove for us to sacrifice him to the portal.
She looks over at you with a side eye, like really. The whole head tilt over her shoulder and everything. Really? Is all the look she gives you.
I wink.
She rolls her eyes and, come on, to the portal. Let's get rid of a
Alright.
whole bunch of extra stuff that's on the screen.
Time for another fight.
No! I don't want to fight him again.
Yeah, that guy hit like a truck, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
I'm gonna hop onto Arken's shoulder.
He's gonna steal a couple tokens.
Hmm.
Pop back over to this map.
My token is hiding underneath Arken's. Yeah. Hey. Arken.
Arkken? Okay. Well, Arken's a very angry ride. His
Mm-hmm.
breathing is heavy, his muscles are tense almost constantly, and he's clenching his hand in such a way that would give any person who actually looked at his hands while he's doing that premature arthritis of that same hand. They would feel it. Like, oh.
I mean, the reason why I'm staying on Arken is to keep an eye on him, for one,
Mm-hmm.
but also to hope, even though it's just probably a fading hope, that it eases him a little bit.
Mm-hmm. So this morning, the ritual was carried out that the Malorites typically carry out. If you're taking power, always try to maintain routine, so the ritual was not delayed. The pool is filled with blood, cursing it in the name of Malar. Every morning, the sun touches this, it cleanses it. And then every morning, they poison it yet again with their stupid rituals. But it'll give us time to find a dove, rest, bury the bodies as you wish to, and for me to make up my mind about what to do with my aunt. I believe it has to be I believe if I tried to, nothing would happen in its current state. If I tried to enter it, nothing would happen in its current state. What would you like to do, Mr. Arch? Roll Arcana? Stare at it a bunch? Taste the blood? Stick your finger in there and see if it's warm?
Definitely not going to taste the blood.
Why
but
not?
I'll do an Arcana check to see if I can get an idea.
So he's going
Like-
to
like-
cut open all his arteries and enter the water.
Like,
He's going to add his blood to
So-
water. Right.
so I'm going to look at it, right?
Mhm.
Try to see if I can get an idea on if. So the things I'm looking to learn, would Reginald turned into a dove work? Would a polymorph dove work? And if neither of those, also trying to see if, okay, well, what would be the corruption from a dove, right, to open the portal while it's corrupted? Like,
How serious are you mentally about finding the answer? How serious is Arch mentally about finding this answer?
Arch is fairly serious, but he's not desperate enough to ask the person who he's pretty sure knows that answer.
Mm-hmm.
If that helps.
Are you going to resist it? Because like you always feel the shifting in your mind, and I always relate it to like somebody sitting up to pay attention.
I'd say yes.
Do you
simply
feel
because
poised?
he's not trusting that right now.
Okay. You're not trusting it. Okay.
It's one of those, he has other options, and at the current moment, because of his lack of trust in it, he's not going to that well unless he has to.
So, what happens for you as you begin to ponder the secrets of this, the Wyvern stones, and the well that sits at the center of them? You feel that attention in your mind. And it's almost as if you feel the mental equivalent of an entity in your mind rolling up their sleeves and cracking their knuckles.
I don't
If you
need
push
your
that
help with this.
But it'd be so easy to find the answers you seek. And plus, you never know what the rest of these stones may tell you.
Well, if I never use my own muscles, we'll never know how strong I can be.
Oh, self-sufficiency. I see. Well then, have at it.
If you
If
don't
you think
temper
you
the
can.
if you don't temper the steel, you can't make a strong enough weapon out of it, can you?
And if you don't apply enough heat and knowledge to it, you're just making slag.
Well, then go slag off. I'm trying to think here.
You can roll your Arcana check.
I love Arch.
19.
Yeah.
You ponder into the pool itself, and you begin to kind of understand it's a very nature-based portal. The druids and priests that dedicated themselves to the god of peace created a very peaceful scene. For whatever reason, even despite their cursings of this pool, the Malorites could never kind of quell the way the place feels.
Mm-hmm.
The way into the trees, you just something is extra here. Even though you're not pondering these thoughts, Pandora, there's still there's a millimeter or two of tension dropping in Arkken just by being here. It's not going to stop him from snapping if provoked, but there is a presence here. The stones themselves are positioned in the cardinal directions, north, south, east, and west. And you begin to feel, as you start pacing, just to kind of moving through here, as you're pondering things, and you just kind of like your arms, I would imagine your arms behind your back as you're walking, kind of way, as you're pondering and pacing, leaning down, staring. It's not the only portal here. There's markings on these archways, these Stonehenge. I used to know the name of these things, but the Stonehenge type, rock over stone, stone plinths that these are, have markings and writings that have overgrowth all over them, runes indicating that with the right key, you could pass through to the other side, wherever it may take you.
Interesting. And I'll say that out loud. Very interesting.
She speaks up. The legends say that druids who knew what lay on the other side could transform into it, the appropriate form for that other side, and pass through.
Yes, it seems this isn't just a gateway to your plane of peace, so to speak.
The portal itself, likely, all portals in general typically require a very specific key. Whether or not a fake key can be presented is another story. There's also the fact that does polymorph truly present the creature to be the creature? If you polymorphed into an elf, could you pick up an elf reserved weapon?
You can't polymorph into an elf.
I'm just saying. I'm just providing that as an example,
With true polymorph, yes. But that for an elf, yes. But like, if you turn into a dog, you're a dog.
Right. For all sakes and purposes, but like, just saying, like, the other magical rules intersecting with this magical rule, does one override the other? So my example being, if there's weapons that only dwarves or elves could use or whatever, I know you can't polymorph into those things. I'm just saying, would those weapons allow you to pick it up?
I mean,
Like,
I would think
if you use true polymorph, which will let you change into anything, yes, you can do that.
But true polymorph's permanent, right?
No.
No, it's not. Okay.
No, it's just a stronger version that lets you polymorph into just about anything.
Okay.
I mean, it can be permanent if you let it run the concentration.
Yeah. There's ways to make it permanent if you wanted to.
Yeah. But when it comes to polymorph, you do become the actual thing. Like, you gain its complete stats, including the intelligence one and such. But with wild shape, you would maintain your mental abilities. So I'd say, in this case, a polymorph would actually turn him into a dove, but a wild shape might not suffice. But that would be my thoughts on it.
But that does also tell me that Reginald likely would not suffice.
Nope.
No,
Because he's just taking the shape of it.
he's a spirit.
Yeah, so it's either I polymorph somebody into one and we try it, or we just go find one.
Polymorph the cat. I dare
And
you.
yeah, and also the fact that it's cursed at this point in time doesn't mean that it's already magically tainted, and you need the light of that morning dawn to cleanse
Yeah.
it. That was also brought up in a previous session when Murphy gave you that piece of knowledge, saying he wouldn't know what the key is without looking at it uncursed. But now you don't need to know the answer because you have that from Maribel.
And so does he. And I don't like that.
I'm gonna add to what Arkken is mumbling about.
You're also a husband and a friend. A good one at that.
Sorry, I was reading a lot of side chatter. What'd you say? I apologize so deeply.
I'm going to add to Arken's mumbling.
You're also a husband and a friend. A good one at that.
And just basically help him in his mantra.
Oh, I don't. Oof. Arkken forcibly keeps himself quiet because he doesn't trust himself right now. And that is not hard to pick up on. You've seen plenty of people just draw themselves up and just go real quiet all the time.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he does. What are we ritualizing, Elaneiros?
Gonna misuse ceremony.
I'm going to misuse ceremony. Okay.
Oh, you
Less
know,
water?
It is the blessed water.
Here comes holy water.
One vial.
Yep. That's why I'm not expecting it to do anything.
Do you have the required silver?
Yes, I do.
Woohoo!
And Ela is just repeating the same few lines over the next hour.
I will have Reginald begin to circle and hunt for a dove.
He begins to range outwards, using his hawk vision to search for such things. He reports that the scattering of the people of the Black Blood, that pack of lycanthropes throughout the woods, as the rest of the camp dispersed at the defeat of Jalia. Has scared a lot of things into hiding. As any movement of werewolves through, were creatures through a wooded area might. Like a pack of hunting wolves would send a lot of things running.
Quick
That's
question.
his initial report. That's his initial report, and he's still searching.
Is that mental connection thing still up?
My mental connection thing?
Mm-hmm.
It's always up.
He has to relay your message, though.
Yeah, but that's fine. I want to say something to Arch in this case.
We may want to keep a bit of a closer eye on this little big guy over here. He's gone awfully quiet.
I'll be ready.
Might want to relay that to the others.
I do so.
And the ceremony spell is broken as he cannot concentrate with mental intrusion.
Be nice, Cyntari.
You're the one intruding in other people's minds. Also send him the grocery list. We need eggs. God dang it. So distracted.
Can you go out for milk? No.
Never comes back. For the next hour, Ella is kneeling at the edge of the pool, trying to coax a spell to have a greater effect than it should, and enhance it with a prayer to his god. If Arch pays attention to any of that, a thought might occur to you that, like logically, like the pure logic thought would be good luck. Like, good luck.
Would
But
that be Arch's mind speaking, or you know who?
it's probably a little bit of both.
Yeah, because Arch doesn't. He finds magic more reliable than deities.
And the spell he's invoking is not very powerful. AKA it's level 1.
Well, let's see if we can't find your dove. You said you could locate animals?
Yes, but I prepared spells for today to be a little more combat oriented than. I do not have locate animal prepared. We all need rest anyways and deal with this, so I do not feel pressed. We have won it, won the day, won the battle. We have our prize.
While Ela is over there praying, then I suppose I could set up camp. And I will sit down and begin to ritual cast Leoman's tiny hut.
Yeah.
In the middle of this, or are you stepping outside of the stones to do so?
I'll do it in the middle of the stones. Well, I mean, after inspecting, would I have any qualms about doing it inside the middle of the stones?
You just know that the area is blessed in a certain way. I mean, the ground is cleared, and no natural vegetation really kind of disturbs this ground, except in very specific spots around the pool and the.
I'll step outside just to be safe.
Again, that's all you can really feel. It is kind of a blessed place.
Gods are fickle and inconsistent, so.
Let's not piss them off.
Yeah, let's not piss off the god of peace. He might send you a strongly worded letter.
Or he might choose to never visit you again. You will never know peace.
Oh, I think that's kind of counted out for Arch at this point, regardless.
The spell succeeds. You cast Layman's Tiny Hut, and you have, 8 hours of rest inside of that hut?
Yeah, it'll last for 8 hours.
Mm-hmm.
I can have up to 9 creatures of medium size or smaller.
Okay, so Arch goes over, he casts a spell, and produces. Is it translucent, invisible?
It's whichever I want it to be.
Like, is it magical energy, or is it actually like a physical construct?
It's a magical dome.
Okay. So it's a magical dome, and it presents you a shelter in order to seclude yourself in safely without risk of being attacked.
Yep.
If you choose to join him, you can climb inside his little hut.
Not right away. I have some things to dig.
I am staying with Arkken.
I would.
This
I
is still the
would-
beginning of the day because you woke up earlier than went to battle.
Oh well, I misunderstood that. I thought it was.
No, you guys woke up like literally from that dream sequence and you went to fight shit.
I wouldn't do that yet. Then, well, I guess it
That's your
doesn't
plan
matter.
for it.
It
That's your
does-
plan
it
for
doesn't matter. Well, I mean, I can do it now. It's not. It's not gonna hurt because I did it ritually. So, and it doesn't require concentration. So,
We had
So it
murder
rem-
for breakfast.
murder
Yeah.
for breakfast.
yep. and
Cold rations and
speaking-
blood.
Yeah. So I'll go and I will. I will get stuff out of Arken's bag because I'm sure he's who carries my sleeping bag and our flint and tinder and all of that, and I'll just start getting all of that all set up.
And there's still plenty of materials in the actual werewolf camp that they all left behind, and they're scattering.
Yeah, it's a little corpsey over there. So,
A little.
That not the main camp where they actually slept. That was the arena.
oh no, we killed people at the main camp too. Remember, I set everything on fire.
Oh yeah, yeah. You burned the camp. That's right.
Well, don't imprison the wizard. It's not a hard concept.
Don't
we just need
imprison
to
the wizard
imprison.
who has a thing in his head.
Or if you must imprison him, do it well.
Do it better. Or if,
Yeah,
if you,
Knock him
he's gonna have-
out.
if he's going to have a thing in his head, just make sure it's a crossbow bolt.
Mhm.
Whatever you do, just kill the wizard immediately.
That's actually an expression
That-
in
That's
general.
actually pretty sound strategy.
Mm-hmm. They're
Just
squishy,
generic.
but boy, do they
Spellcasters.
hit hard.
Especially the small, squishy spellcasters made of fur.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you
that's
begin
what-
gathering your
that's what
stuff to start a camp. As a traditional camp this time, and the dome is up to be used as protection. A small portion of water, of the blood, is transformed back into water, but it quickly blends in with the rest of the blood, and it doesn't seem like it had too great of an effect on it as a whole pool.
It is fine.
Koji, are you going to go start burying corpses?
Yes, I am.
You are able to do so. Twin Tusk is assisting, but he's keeping an eye on the corpse of Jalia, making
And
sure that no animals sneak in or mess with it. No werewolves no were-rats try to sneak in and steal stuff, things like that.
Koji will also just put a simple plank by each of the graves and ask Twintush what name he should put. Just carving it into the plank.
He gives you simple names that you don't know if these are the names that they adopted or the names that they were given. They're the names that he's asking you to write on there. He has no messages for them. No epitaphs.
That's fine.
Your task takes you a couple hours in order to complete. Digging is hard, but you have help. Arkken does join you, if only to get energy out of his system. He starts digging, and he kind of works by himself, and you're not sure he's really caring if there's a body to go into the hole. He's just tearing at the earth viciously
cat
with
on
the
his
shovel.
shoulder.
shoulder, you
Cat
having to
is-
shift onto his
yeah.
back because he's bending over and digging.
Yeah, the cat just doesn't leave his side, is what I'm saying. And then once they're done digging, the thing I typed into the chat would.
I presume Koji didn't get the answers he was looking for before, correct?
He, Arkken clammed up because somebody mentioned his wife.
Yeah.
He shut up real fast when somebody brought that up.
All right.
So that conversation is probably going to continue later, maybe at a better time, if that time ever happens. The evening goes on. You guys settle down to actually rest. Maribel is keeping to herself, looking over the body of her dead relative. She takes a few items off of her, leaves her with her gown on, and nods to the man you call Twin Tusk that she is ready for her to be buried. And a special selection of the ground is selected. You're not sure what was the determination for that selection, but it's what Maribel wanted. The place she wanted her buried. I believe this is what I'm thinking.
Ela would offer to hold the ceremony funeral rite.
She accepts. And as the burial is finished, she, like, the ground covered, she druid crafts a small flower to blossom over the grave. Maybe she secreted a seed pod away in order to make that happen. She has many pouches, likely filled with all sorts of druidy stuff. She says goodbye at the end of your ceremony. Hello. But not to you, but to somebody else. For so long I have held on to a hope that maybe she was here against her will, that she was forced to do things that she didn't want to do. My cousins warned me that that was not the case, and that my quest was foolish. They were older than me, they actually knew her. They told me she was not going to change. But I shouldn't change myself just because of the way she was. So I show you respect, Aunt Jalia Amaranthar, for who you were before you changed. May you find peace now in these woods. May you find comfort here in the place you called home for so many years. May you find peace here now, in the presence of Eldath. May the Green Goddess watch over you. So after she is buried and the ceremony is done, the evening is getting long. Twin Tusk rejoins you. Has camp with you.
Arch literally is making s'mores. He's been hiding the chocolate.
Oh Jesus! And the marshmallows. Do you know?
Mhm.
I mean, those are. Do they have marshmallows in Faerun?
Yes. Because I just said so.
Because I said so. All right then.
And otherwise, the voice in his head has explained to him how to make marshmallows, and now they're a thing.
Marshmallows are easy to make.
I make them all the time on weekends.
Do you really?
No, I have no idea how marshmallows are made. I just keep thinking like they're a manufactured process with machines. I'm like,
No.
are you gonna replicate that?
No, you can make them.
Mm.
All you need, they're not hard.
I know they're pretty soft.
Well, I'm done talking to you.
Hey, you did the same thing to him like 10 minutes
Thank
ago,
you.
dude.
Thank you.
Mine was in character. He's just being a character.
He
This is-
is
I
a
know,
character.
This is my character. I'm in character. It's in character for me as a person. Yeah.
Like, you know this. This is your fault. You chose to be here.
You chose to be in this game.
I will not take blame for this. This is your fault.
And so, the evening rituals that you all adopted throughout your lives, you go through them in camp, reading your books, sharpening your blades, talking amongst yourselves, saying your
Being a cat.
prayers, peeing a cat, peeing in a box, licking yourself. Absolutely.
Curling
You know,
up.
curling up on Arkken to try to calm him down, and being a fuzzy, cuddly, purry presence.
Yes.
Is there anything special
Giving
you would like to
updates.
do? Good.
I'd like to give regular updates, at least to Arch, about how I feel Arkken is doing in that moment.
Mhm.
Both to have another voice talking in his head that isn't violent or a nuisance that much.
A violent nuisance is how I would describe a cat.
Yes, but this cat is not that much. And also just to have him possibly inform the others on how Arkken is doing.
I do so.
Arkken begins muttering to himself about how would he ever explain this? What could he ever go back to? These are questions he's asking himself, and he may not realize he's saying it out loud.
I am going to keep pushing that to Arch, but I also believe Nexus was trying to say something.
Yes, please.
That's fine finishing that.
No, I don't want to interrupt any roleplay you want to have. I'm just got a lot of silence. I'm just trying to move things along.
Ela would like to hang out with Twin Tusk if he wants to.
He will.
And,
He's probably the most amenable person here, who's just taking things as they come, and he's just accepting of everything that's going on around him. He's actually just a really chill presence who's there to help.
And he is kind of offering him. Ela is offering themselves as what's it called? The confession
Counsel?
stand.
Ah,
Just unload everything that's on his mind
confessional.
over the last many
Yeah.
years,
the old Catholic confessional.
and help him step back into Saloon's good graces. Also offering the dedication ceremony if he wants to.
You're getting the use out of that ceremony.
Yes. I feel it's a very underutilized spell.
So, the Twin Tusk conversation with him, he it's a conversation that occurs kind of to an outside observer would feel one-sided. What he's doing is he's kind of asking you simple questions or making simple statements, and if you want to roll insight, Ella.
Yeah. Inside is there. Oh shit.
10.
With
That's fine.
advantage, but
Yeah, 10's fine. He's coming to you as if yeah, but what if? And this happened, and what could be, what was. And he's just saying these simple phrases, and he's listening to your responses. And that seemed more important to him than him saying anything. He was listening to you. It would be to anybody else who wants to roll insight, who might witness this conversation, but for the audience's sake, it's almost like watching a rerun of your favorite show. You're involved to be reminded. And so he's kind of just prodding the conversation along in a way just to listen.
that is fine.
Words he may have not heard in a long time.
The statuette is in between us.
And that statuette does have a magical purpose of creating a ward. As per the spell. Here's a secret. Does not require attunement, but can only be used by those devoted to Saloon.
Nice.
I'm pretty sure I gave that to you, but yeah, that's what it is. Just want to make sure to remind you. Once per day. Was not the ward, the alarm spell. The alarm spell. That's the one I'm thinking of. It's a very simple, just to protect those underneath her watchful gaze.
Yeah.
Thinking like the ward. First thing that came to mind. Didn't mean to imply that you actually get to cast the ward spell.
Yeah, I think I remember now. But thank you.
Koji was on the general feeling of the group right now, not just Twin Tusk, everybody.
Yep.
The vibe is similar between Arch and Arkken in an unsettling way of just outside influences and trying to contain them.
Yeah.
Arch is also just incredibly intent on. He seems impatient to get the job done. Would be my take on how Arch feels. Arch can feel that in himself. Arkken is doing better. He's not digging his fingernails into his palm anymore. He's tired, but his anger hasn't subsided, so it's just he's grumpy as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Maribel is sad, but at the same time at peace, because maybe the worst of it is done, and she can close this chapter and open up a new chapter. Koji is doing his routine. He may have his own thoughts he's keeping to himself, but he seems to be falling into a routine that is very familiar to him. Cleaning his armor, sharpening his weapons, soldier's life.
Yeah.
There may be comfort he's taking in falling into those same routines. And you're starting to begin to realize that you yourself is starting to feel relaxed and less tense. The area just seems so calm and peaceful.
Does it
Reginald
seem
reports.
Oh.
Good.
does it seem like Arkken is trying to get sleep?
When he tries to, at that point that he does try to get to sleep, he does, but he has a very restless sleep, tossing, turning, muttering to himself. He's having dreams.
Can I try and aid that with this spell?
If he's
So he
already
has
asleep,
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that he at least has like a restful sleep, even if it's just those 10 minutes, but at least that he gets some of his actual energy back instead of what rages inside of him.
if you begin casting a spell in the middle of a sleep cycle, you would no longer be having a long rest.
Hmm. But I want him to have good sleepies, though.
Oh, also, as a note, I would have cooked dinner. I would have
Mhm.
tried to cook something out of the Ghost Chef's cookbook because I still have that.
Good callback. It is a very, it is a cookbook, to call back to that chef. It's a cookbook dedicated to drawing out the natural flavors and essences without overly polluting them with extra things. If it's a regional dish, you don't throw extra crap in there just because you think it may taste better. He keeps things pure. He's very much a purist for recipes, a purist for ingredients and things like that. And you find a lot of pure ingredients around you.
Mm-hmm.
And if you did ask, Maribel would help you, as she is very, 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 very familiar with plant life, and is able to help you locate herbs and things like that.
Yep. Made a hearty regional stew.
Mm-hmm. You find some. There is actually plain fare food, like a plain food, available at this, like in the debris and the encampment itself, because Jalia and her mate Talgarth actually had a store of, salted pork, dried meats, and all sorts of other like hearty things to include, along with scavenged and gathered vegetables.
Absolutely would not have gone back to the camp.
Okay. So this would be stuff that you'd have to locate naturally. Then it would be more of a vegetable-style dinner, because again, finding prey nearby to hunt and kill would be very difficult in the short time that this pack is scattered. Nature needs time to heal.
And that's fine.
And so, yeah.
I'm sure I could throw some of our dried beef strips in there just to give it some
from your own ration packs, yeah. You
Yeah.
provide a little bit of extra punch to that and everything. And while you're not able to fully follow his recipe because you are using, dried meats, it's not fresh meat, stuff like that.
Right, now I'm going to get haunted.
It becomes a very high quality meal if you give me a crafting check.
What crap?
Intelligence with proficiency would probably be the closest. I don't know. Wait, you don't get proficiency if you're not trained, so just intelligence. $18. It is a very nice meal. It's a lot better than most soldiers eat, Koji. Arkken seems to enjoy it. Pandora, you really wish that he chopped up the vegetables into smaller chunks, and vegetables, you pick out the meat. Elaneiros, it's a very fine meal. You would wish to have had such a meal many a time on the road. Maribel enjoys her meal and cleans it. Takes a piece of hard bread, wipes up the bowl. Twin Tusk gives you a, like a hey kind of motion. Very, that very good kind of like, as he's eating and chewing.
I will say Arch does also have a side motivation for this. He's hoping that knowledge so mundane and pedestrian annoys Murphy.
Awesome.
I thought,
Well, we will
I
see.
hope Twin Tusk's last meal is good.
That old man's gonna die. I mean, if it's up to him, like Jesus, dude.
You're not gonna let me live that down, huh?
The hemlock. Oh, you just killed him.
I mean,
Right.
it's the same thing where last session you made Arkken walk up to things, started rolling attack rolls when he was like right next to Twin Tusk, and me going like, no!
No. Yeah, he's throwing axes. That's what he does. He just moved into range.
But I am doing the catnap thing. Do I still get a short rest?
Yeah, you can get a short rest. I can't take away from the fact that
9. Okay, that works.
and since he's asleep, willingness doesn't factor in, and it has an enhanced effect of calming him for a period of time. And I would say that you do it on the first sign of any type of restlessness?
I would wait to see if it would last, and if it doesn't like pass over in 2-3 minutes, then I would cast it.
Okay, so when it's bad enough is what you're kind of going for.
Basically, because it seems like he's having nightmares. Let's hope that passes quickly. If it doesn't, then
Yeah, the nightmares he's having, nobody'd want to have right now. It does affect him. He's still having troubles, with his dreams. But with some targeted application of that spell, you're able to quell the more frantic moments. Not the
Yeah.
best word, but it's the one that I have.
fair.
And you sleep
Pinch
the
of
night
stands.
away.
Look where we are.
Mm-hmm. You wake up the next morning, rested as well as you can be. For some of you, not so well. So your spell recovery did not happen unless anything allowed in a short rest. Would all
Nope.
you
Nope.
get.
Meow.
As the morning light comes over through the treetops and the first ray of sunlight touches the water of the pool, a spreading effect from that light starts washing over, spreading outwards from that light beam over the rest of the water, and the blood recedes and disappears. And you're left with the feeling that this might be the cleanest pool of water you have ever seen. You've seen some pretty clear pools of water. Some of you, on many of your travels, would come across very clean creeks and stuff like that. Something's different about this one. Purified in such a way that you can't quite comprehend, except for maybe those of deeper knowledges like Elaneiros and Ark and Maribel. Yep. Very much
Cat
so.
walks over, starts taking a drink.
You do? Really?
Yep. Kitty cat goes
Very
blem
clean.
blem blem blem.
It's very clean. Now it's very much poisoned by now your blood and all your bacteria. And you just gave what is it, toxoplasmosis to the pool. Wonderful. Just kidding. It's very clean and pure. It's just water, but it's crisp. Reginald, not needing sleep, does report that he's able to locate animals further in, but he has found pigeons. He wants to know if a pigeon will work. Does it
No.
really need to be a dove?
Yes.
Because doves are just white pigeons, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a god
Can we
thing.
paint it white? Can we paint it white? I mean, I got a pigeon I can land on right now. I can get it for you.
I mean, we could. It won't work though.
Oh.
If that make you happy, though, we'll do that.
Well, I mean, if you let me, I'll get the pigeon. But I wanted to help. Maribel wakes up, and her first task is really locating any nearby doves. She begins casting Locate Animal. As you guys are rousing herself, she is dedicated to this one task, and she needs to know the answer. Is there anything nearby? She casts Locate Animals or Plants. And she holds her head low and says, miles around us to find a dove. All for this to find nothing here? They killed everything? For miles? And she kind of just sits there on her knees. How far do I have to search now?
I'm not sure if it'll work, but I know of a way to teleport a dove here.
Deceiving her?
Yes.
Roll deception. See how well you do.
This is gonna go poorly. I would say it would
Teleport?
be an advantage because she wants to believe it.
You want to roll your deception with advantage because she wants to believe your lie.
Yes.
Let her roll common sense.
Not one.
Is that the voice in Arch's head saying that?
Teleport to me. Weren't you given a scroll just to teleport us here? Are you strong enough to even do that?
Yes.
Roll again.
I did.
Okay.
It's a specific spell for
Oh.
teleporting animals specifically.
I've never heard of such a
Teleport
spell, but then
animal.
again, I'm not a wizard.
I am a master of all things chicken related. So it's a specific teleport bird spell. So I can always have chickens around me. They bring me comfort.
It is foul magic.
Oh, fuck off.
This is getting clucking ridiculous, all right, guys?
Don't worry,
Such
Arch will take you
poultry
under his
magic.
wing.
Such poultry magic you think will affect me?
Cluck, cluck, mother.
Motherfucker. Bark, bark, mother clucker.
Yeah. Are you talking to me?
So, yeah, give me a
So,
minute.
so
let
keep
me go-
going. Keep going.
I'm gonna go get the dove right now.
Okay. And where do you go?
I'm gonna step outside of the holy circle.
Outside of the Wyvern Stones. Okay. Out of sight, I'd imagine.
Is Twin Tusk around?
Yeah, he's kind of hanging around the middle of the camp that you guys kind of impromptu set up. You know, he's not in Liam's tiny hut anymore. It's kind of disappeared. So he's just, at the fire,
Twin Tusk,
Hmm?
I need you to trust me.
Okay.
Don't resist.
So you walk up to him. Do you try to like bring him to the side out of view before you do this?
I figured we
Or do
were
you
back
just-
in the trees and she's over by the water.
Okay, I'm just making sure we're laying out the land correctly
Yeah.
and all that stuff like that. Because what's on the screen is not exact. I'm just
We're
People are there.
gonna help Maribel get into the portal, but I need you to do something for me. I'm gonna cast a spell on you.
whoa,
give us
whoa.
You'll be fine.
Tell me
It won't hurt you.
exactly what's going to happen.
You're gonna turn into a bird.
I'm going to do what?
I'm gonna turn you into a bird temporarily. You'll be back to your smelly, grumpy self soon.
Roll persuasion.
I gave you a s'more. It's time to pay back that favor.
It was a very good s'more,
It was.
and it was a very good meal. Not performance, persuasion.
They're literally the same thing.
Oh, well, if you want to
But
make
you
it
could
that,
roll better.
but you could roll.
Hey.
See, never turn down a reroll. Is what you just did. Only if you promise me one thing. And he places a heavy hand on your shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
My name isn't Twin Tusk. That is the name I had as part of this pack. My name is Grolshar.
Yeah. I'm just gonna call you person because I'm not gonna remember that. And I cast polymorph on him at that instant.
He is a dove now.
And then I
Flies
walk back
away.
in. Here's a dove. Told you I
It's
could
on-
I could teleport. Here's a dove.
Wow.
Grolshar, when he's back to being a dove, will remember that.
Who?
Oh, yeah. At that moment, though, when you're going through all those motions, doing that, you're not sure if he's smiling or you're smiling or both, but somebody's getting a kick out of what you just did. It's like, oh, I guess.
Oh, I don't want to open this door. Murphy,
What?
is this going to kill him or harm him in any way?
Oh no. I just think it's funny you overrode somebody's autonomy to play a little trick on them to get a job done. How very expedient of you.
Whose autonomy did I override?
Oh, ask Grolshaw. Oh, you can't. He's a dove.
Who?
Uh-huh. You know,
I
being.
told him what I was going to do.
Mm-hmm.
I did. And he said I could do it.
Yes.
How is that over? I don't understand you. That doesn't make any sense. I thought you were supposed to be logical.
Oh, you don't see logic the way I do, my friend. You don't
Well,
know.
I see consent the way the law says it. He said yes. Can't change his mind halfway through. This is going down a bad road. I'm going to give her the dove now. Here's the dove.
She takes it from you. It's like, okay, I guess I'm gonna go down into the hold. I'm gonna try this and see if it works.
Mm-hmm.
Pulls out the dove heart.
God, I hope this dove has enough blood in its body.
God,
Oh,
Peace
that
is real
dove has a
bloodthirsty.
lot of blood. He's way bigger than he looks. I have Reginald
Do you
come back
guys-
to us by now.
Yeah. So, she says, if I believe how this works from the stories I've heard, the portal will be open for a few moments if you want to follow through. You're not unwelcome, though it is my family's hold. I think you might have a right to see what's down here for the work you've done for me.
And to enter, we have to drown the dove.
So, if you
One of
guys
us
want to
was
gather around
populating
to be
the
ready,
dove.
so if you guys want to gather around to join me, feel free. Where's Grolshar?
Oh, he's dealing with something. He's not feeling
Something.
himself. He's not feeling like himself right now. He'll be fine. Just go.
I'm gonna roll some insight.
Roll insight. I'm looking at something real quick before we continue.
By the way, can we get a spelling on his name?
Oh, absolutely. I'll put it into Roll20. That's his name from the Wikipedia for Faerun. Grolshar Twin Tusk is what he was called. He is no longer tusked.
He's an actual Faerun character.
Yep. Everything I'm doing is from the frickin' wiki. Nothing's made
Sure.
up.
He looks something
Oh,
up.
yeah.
He gets cheers. I've written thousands of NPCs. You never cheer for anyone Lang. Jerk.
What are you talking about?
No, Nexus specifically. Not you. You like all my
What?
characters. I'm giving you a hard time, Nexus. Yes.
The fuck?
He's picking on you on purpose. He's just being a
Yep.
dick.
Yeah, you
Well,
never cheered for
then-
any of my NPCs when they show up.
So
well,
how long
then
does
let me
polymorph
pick on
last?
Cyntari.
It lasts for an hour or
An hour
however
with
you
concentration.
Mm.
Yeah. If he doesn't get a hearty clap on the back that causes lethal damage. Loses
Yes, if somebody
concentration.
slaps the pigeon or the dove hard enough to do a point of damage
No,
by
no,
accident.
you slap you, like deal damage to you, force a concentration check. You like, oh shit. She's like crushed by Grolshar's weight for a moment.
Oh, do we need the
So,
pigeon
the
to get back
ritual-
out?
Who knows? Who knows?
How is Arkken doing with the water that we got him in the meantime?
It's just he just treats it like water. It's not like it's a magical potion of peace or anything like that. It's just crisp, clean water.
yeah,
Probably some of the
still
cleanest in the
though.
world. That didn't come from the elemental plane of water. And she takes the dove, and after she gathers you around to ask you to, if you wanted to join her, she walks into the pool while holding the glove, and you see a vortex of energy begin to form in the pool. Yet the surface of the pool is undisturbed. There's no transfer of energy to disrupt the water itself. But the portal forms. It has the appropriate keys of a pureblood elf holding a dove. She descends into the water and vanishes. And the portal
Arkken, you
remains
coming too?
swirling in just a few feet below the water towards the center. I'll follow.
Great! As I hop back on his shoulder.
I do too.
So you all walk down into the center of the pool, stepping through the still open portal, and you're transported instantly through an archway. Vertically mounted, so you're not like rising up out of a pool of water. You just appear.
They called an
The
archway because
vortex.
I made us able to go through it.
Good one. Good one. The portal stones surrounding it are, etched with elven runes, magical incantations written in Elvish script. And surrounding you, do you go down there, Arch?
I'm following.
Surrounding you is a crypt of sorts. Let me give you the official description.
More vampires.
Elfhold is an ancient crypt hidden under the Wyvern stones in the Hullock forest of Cormyr. It was once used as a burial vault of the elves of House Amarathar, where the remains were interred into small crypts carved into the walls of the grotto. Embedded in the walls of this crypt work, they called. Oh, I knew their name just a moment ago. Surrounded with, embedded into the walls themselves, a bunch of precious stones. And just glittering. It's like, it's all here, still here, she says, looking around her. She reaches out and touches one. They're still here. She pulls her hand away. All of it. I think I'll have to review them to see if it's all still here. Anybody? You have a question? What's your question?
I'm asking her.
Oh, what's that?
Will we need the dove to get back out?
I don't believe so.
Oh, okay, good. Put him down.
Okay. She sets him down.
I stopped concentrating.
Grolshar manifests in place.
There you go, Grovel Star. I told you you'd be fine.
It's Grolshar.
Right,
that was
that's what I said.
odd. I don't
Wow.
think I would ever want that to happen again.
Well, hey, you enabled us getting here and made everybody happy. Except for the lady who's now staring at me weirdly for possibly deceiving her. But if you believed my lies, that's really on you.
As long as I just...
I think the important thing was that you believed it was a dove. I think.
I don't think that's how spell portal keys work.
They might. They're very intricate sometimes.
That doesn't...
Maybe it's better to think of the fact that the gods saw your intentions and believed them to be pure.
Right, that's why I had her carry the dove, not me.
That's because I have to carry the dove. I'm not debating portal metaphysics with a wizard who is just trying to be funny. I have so many things to go over here. Do you not know what this is? She gestures to the walls and the embedded gemstones.
Do I know what it is?
Roll Arcana. Anybody who wants to know is Arcana, maybe even history. Anybody else? Or just those two?
I have no reason to say.
No, yeah, no, you're fine.
Knowledge.
Just making sure.
He famously
Oh.
knows nothing about magic and misunderstands it.
Arch, those are magical stones, probably of precious stones, probably of magical nature that have maybe some significance to her family. Maybe they have what's the word I'm looking for? I hate when I get stuck on a word. Significance and value, maybe even kind of like the shard of memory that was shoved into your forehead to give you light armor training. It might have some sort of something like that. You're not really sure. Elaneiros, you have a better idea of what it actually is. You've heard stories of elves being able to record memories into these gems.
Ooh.
So those who might have higher wisdom scores or logical bents to understand that connection between you're standing in a crypt and you're surrounded by memory stones, this is the knowledge of her family, passed down through generations. This is her family's story.
I put my hands in my
Knowledge.
pockets and try to sit on my own hands. Like, nope, nope, nope.
So if Elaneiros kind of shares that with you, kind of whispers back to the group, like, what Maribel's actually dealing with right now is that she's literally touching her heritage.
Yep.
Mhm,
In front
they
of
called it
everyone.
when I was younger.
You guys taking it dirty. There are many pathways out of this grotto, at least two. Not many pathways. There's two pathways out of this grotto. One seems to go deeper and down, and another up towards a large dais chamber. Where potential family rituals were held, dedications to Eldath and things like that, or inductions into the family, rite of passages. You can invent all sorts of stories about why this place exists. You notice, Pandora, that since entering this, Arkken is calm as shit. He's not tensed up.
How you doing, bud?
I haven't felt this calm since that time we rode into the eye of the storm on the Wavebreaker.
I hear my voice actors here. Meow, 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 meow.
You hear her?
I heard her.
Yep, she's my little black cat.
Yeah,
Princess,
that's your
hi.
dialect. That's your dialect coach.
Tech dialect coach.
Yes, my dialect coach.
You think we can build a language project off that?
Possibly.
Oh, and to give you the name of what those stones are, pop that to roll 20. Kyra, I'm not sure. But that's it. Pop that in the roll 20 chat for you. Since before we rode into the eye of that storm, and it was suddenly peaceful, and you knew there was rage and wind and fury on the other side. But for that one moment, it was still. The wind and rain and storm had stopped. You're casting telepathic? Or using telepathy? Telepathy.
Mm-hmm.
You feeded telepathic, and you're using Arch to relay messages. Okay.
No, I'm not using Arch at all in this case.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, you have it, but you're still using Arch on occasion. It's like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, that's the point I was making.
If I want
It's
to
because she
easily
likes to
get
annoy
the-
Arch.
that too, but if I want to relay something to everyone quickly, it's easier to go, "Hey Arch, could you just spread the message?" If I want something directly to someone specific, then I can just use telepathic.
Mhm.
Cause, yeah.
You look closer at Arkken, and he is relaxed. Something about this place on the outside, above, he was still angry, even though a little bit of calm did settle over him. Down here, he seems incapable of being angry. Or it's, as she implied, unaffected by the blood, even though the blood may still be there. In his phrasing, Pandora,
Yeah.
it did imply that the rage was still waiting for him on the other side of that storm eye.
Yeah.
Do you say anything to Arkken Elaneiros? You're just kind of watching him.
Currently, I'm just watching.
Thank you for answering, Pandora. Your name is not Elaneiros.
Still.
Just watching.
See, we're both just watching.
So, do you guys just? She begins like marveling at everything here. It's like, I'm sorry. This is everything that I wanted it to be. And I thank you for helping me accomplish this. I don't know how I can repay you. And then you hear a quiet voice coming from the dais chamber, the entryway into that room. There's standing a ghostly figure. Oh, I think I have some ideas, dear Maribel. You see an elderly man.
Is it the old man?
Nope.
Okay.
It looks just like a druid,
Okay.
wearing very simple clothes.
Then I won't cast the fireball.
Very simple clothes in his ghostly form. And they have done you a great service, though their violence was quite disturbing. It was yet effective in cleansing this place of their foul presence. That service deserves a reward. And that reward I offer you is a reminder. A reminder that you have a mission given to you. Not far from here there is a city under siege, beleaguered by an undead army. After your task was done here, there are those that still need your help. And I think what they're going to need, Maribel, is in the next chamber, down there. If anybody wants to roll history, you might be interested in identifying this person at this stage.
Nope, I'm not interested. Apparently.
Apparently, I'm interested.
I'm rolling. As
Milo
fast as
doesn't
you
care.
know.
Sadly.
How do the people with the high bonuses roll a 1 and the people with the low bonuses actually roll decent?
Clearly, they
We
don't
are-
care about this specific person in history.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's also not a very well-known. It's not a very well-known person in history. You've heard tale, Koji, in your soldier traveling of this forest actually being haunted, and that Holek was more than just a name for the forest.
Given Coach is afraid of ghosts, yes, he would have been known that.
Pandora,
Mm.
the 2 and 2 that you're able to put together is this spirit is a spirit of peace that watches over this place. And you have a particular insight from being on that side of the spirit realm, even though this guy is supposedly dead. He
Mhm.
looks a little different. He's not your normal undead spirit. He seems more, just to use it as a way to visualize it for you, he seems more force ghosty than he does
Force
undead
ghost.
spirit.
Okay.
You know,
Mhm.
more like an Obi-Wan to Luke kind of situation.
Mhm. Mhm.
Use the force.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And considering Eldath being the god that this place is dedicated to, the druidic nature of Maribel, and this spirit here, there's a tie here to it, even though you may not tie the name of Huluk to this man, to the spirit. Koji has a little bit better inkling than you, just a little bit, but you get
Mm.
some general gist of what this spirit actually entails, what it means. I speak from the position of a family advisor, Miss Maribel. I believe you know who I am. She speaks up. You're Huluk, aren't you? I am. And you may not know the gifts in this hold of yours, where your family has left you behind their legacy, but they also left something that they could use right now. And he disappears and reappears on the other side of the room, down to the deep, in the entryway to the deeper chamber. Through here, please. I do believe, for you, time may be of the essence.
Right. Following the ghost. Yep. Yep.
You have nothing to worry, dear friend Koji.
The ghost knows my name, Dad. Yeah, love this. Just hurry along before I regret this.
You
I
can
mean,
summon
technically, you
ghosts
could
and you're
see that
scared
I
of
am a ghost.
ghosts?
Yes, I am.
Intriguing.
I mean,
Well, it's
I was
kind of
kinda
like the
like a
difference
ghost.
between putting your hand in pee and peeing on your own hands.
I don't see how
Right.
that even begins to relate.
If it's somebody else's pee, it's really, really gross. If it's your own pee, it's just like, I just wash my hands. It's not a big deal.
Do you pee in
Does he always talk like this?
Yeah.
No, but he's had some weird issues in his head, so.
He peers at you. Ah, yes, that. And the tone that he says when he says, ah, yes, that. You get a like that sensation that Murphy didn't quite appreciate that tone.
Fuck Murphy.
Now, I'm the one that's smiling at that. Arch is smiling, not Murphy.
This is a genuine smile, not the cruel, twisted smile of
Mhm.
knowledge applied. He leads you down the corridor. It winds slightly to the right and then back to the left into a spiral. Into a large open area. It's hard to see, but he motions with his hand and sconces and braziers of fire begin to light. And before you is a ship. But it's not in water. It's sitting there on struts, holding it upright. It's a very elegant ship, two-masted, small, like a a sloop, an elven make, elegant, very rich in design and detail, clean, sails all curled up and rolled up. Maribel followed as well, to clarify. She didn't stick around with the Kira. This was your family's ship, Maribel. I think your friends have better use of it than you do at this moment. Their mission requires expediency.
Don't mean to be difficult about this, but while my friends are very strong, don't know if we can carry a boat out of the forest.
Oh, you won't need to.
Oh, that's good, because I didn't know how we were going to do that.
You take he points out further details about some of the struts by indicating, oh, those spar arms extend, my friend. This ship does not sail on the seas.
Right.
It takes to the skies.
Oh, okay. That makes a lot more sense.
The Amaranthar family airship was their little pleasure craft for transporting themselves around to attend meetings. They did not like using magical teleportation sometimes and preferred to expose themselves to the open air and enjoy the sun. Their family was quite powerful back in their day, Maribel. Back before the downfall of Coromantor Forest. And reduced to what it is now. They have greater need of it because they have to go help them. They have to help alleviate that siege. Follow their original mission. I've been watching for quite some time, ever since these dark forces entered my forest. I abhor violence, but sometimes, as much as I hate to admit it, there's only one path to peace.
If one wants peace, one must prepare for war. Is that not how the saying goes?
Yes. I, myself, will never go to war and have never lifted a hand against another since my dedication to Eldath. My dedication allows me to watch over this hold well past my life and to ensure that it's entrusted to the right place. And he gestures to Maribel when he says that. But there are other forces at work that are greater than you may even seem at this time, working against any design for peace. I think, Maribel, this is an adequate reward for them. Though there is one small problem. Maribel speaks up. What's that? They don't know how to fly it, but I think one of your ancestors does, and that means you have to accompany them again. Well, Grolshar speaks up. Wherever she goes, I go. And Hulk just nods in acceptance of that, not like he had really any power to stop him. So prepare yourselves. You have a lot ahead of you. A path in front of you that will take you places you don't expect. It will take time for you to learn these skills from the gyms and the Kira above. Maribel, I suggest you get studying. And you may rest here if you wish, or if you have business above, you can return whence you came. Though I do believe another dove and another elf will be required to descend yet again.
I don't have an elf, but I can always make another dove. Teleport another dove in.
Maribel rolls her eyes and starts walking back up to the
Get roll
the
them all
main
you
elf
want.
hold.
It worked. Question.
Hmm.
Is all the knowledge here in crystal form, or do you have any book?
Oh. No. This is
Hmm.
dedicated only to knowledge that elves can.
You think humans can't do math?
No, just it's stored here in the elvish way.
I mean, I've had a crystal stuck in my forehead. It's not that big a deal.
That was different magic. I'm sorry. Unless you wish to pry open these crystals to extract their secrets, and I'm sure that's what you wish.
I mean, that would destroy them, and I'm not in the business of destroying knowledge.
He nods in appreciation of that sentiment.
Kind of silly. But what we could do is I could have Maribel take the knowledge and write it down, and then share it with them. Since she's going with us.
Maybe you one day return and she'll be able to share this knowledge with you as well. But
I thought she was going with us, though.
Yes, I said one day maybe she will return with you to go over what she finds in these gems. But today is
can we
not that day.
Can we not take the gems with us?
They're safe in the elf hold. That's one way to look at it. I mean, this is her entire family's lore down here.
Right, but I mean, I thought she would want to take it with her.
There's a lot of them. It's a big room. It's got a
Who
crypt.
knows?
But at this point in time, besides banter and side commentary, there's not much else planned for this session. But I do have homework for you. I have been incapable of finding an appropriate ship to put up on screen, even an appropriate battle map or anything like that would represent what I would consider an elven pleasure sloop with very limited armaments. I've been able to find stuff with with engines on it. I've been finding stuff with balloons and things like that, or even rings of fire powered by elemental energies. But nothing ever really nails home a simple, elegant elven sloop, flying ship, airship. So
I know that pain from my other campaign.
it's just like I found something that looks close but also doesn't work. It's just, if you guys want to brainstorm together to come up with something, I have nothing. So this ship has no visual for me to give you because I was incapable of finding something that matched what it should look like. Everything just said, "Oh, that looks good." If it didn't have 25 cannons on it, Jesus, it's not the intent of what this airship from family history was designed for. It was not a warship. And it wasn't powered by human, magical engines. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's session and had fun. And I hope you guys are excited about your new airship, even though it does require somebody else to fly it for you.
Meow.
Meow. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Cat. I know how to speak cat.
Meow, meow, meow.
I'm happy but sad. Okay, thank you.
Meow.
Right. Well, we'll see everybody next time.
See you guys later. Bye.
Meow.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Shit
So
nuts.
So those Kira, like